Welcome to Conversations. I'm proud to introduce Ben Grosscup, who's going to be the musical director for our new program that's going to come on for the first time tonight, focusing on the Amherst Survival Center. And Ben is going to do our theme song. So Ben, go right to it.
When the times are darkest, I'll be there. When the way is hardest, I'll be there. When the need is strongest, I'll be there. When the road is longest, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there. Be there for my sister, I'll be there. Be there for my brother, I'll be there. Be there for my mother, I'll be there. Be there for each other, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there. When the night has fallen, I'll be there. When the future's calling, I'll be there. When the truth is dying, I'll be there. When the world is crying, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there. Walking through the nation, I'll be there. Waiting at the station, I'll be there. Working toward a vision, I'll be there. Reaching up for justice, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there. Thank you.
Ben, how about another song?
I'll do a song I wrote during Winter Storm Nemo, which hit February 8th, 2013. I was in my apartment and thinking a little bit about what our concept of freedom is, especially when we're so constrained by a winter storm. We can't go anywhere else, and yet how is it that in this space we find a space of freedom? So it's called When I Feel Most Free. When the blizzard comes is when I feel most free. There's nowhere else you can go to, so all my time belongs to me. There's no noise coming from the roadway, just the roaring of the wind. Where did this freedom come from, and how much longer for it ends? Here comes the snowfall, here comes the great big snowfall. When it melts away, will I recall how I felt in the great snowfall. The snow drifts have settled and buried all the streets. The tracks of cars are outnumbered by the tracks from people's feet. As my neighbors greet me, I don't worry where I have to be. Stranded here with everyone else, I let go and I feel free. Here comes the snowfall, here comes the great big snowfall. When it melts away, will I recall how I felt in the great snowfall. As the storm lays down its icy crystal sheet, throughout town the power lines buckle, and we all lose light and heat. There's no freedom to be found, freezing in your home alone. But there's freedom when together we face the hardships we've been thrown. Here comes the snowfall, here comes the great big snowfall. When it melts away, will I recall how I felt in the great snowfall. They tell you stay at home because your car gets in the way of the road crews working hard to get the blizzard off the freeway. While I can surely sympathize if you got somewhere to go, please don't plow away the freedom I found while stranded in the snow. Just bring in the snowfall, bring in the great big snowfall. When it melts away, I hope we'll recall how we felt in the great snowfall. Yes, bring in the snowfall, bring in the great big snowfall. When it melts, I hope we'll all recall how we felt in the great snowfall.
Ben, there's nothing like music to feel free. Thank you so much. One more, maybe?
Sure. Well, this is a song about student debt. This is based off of the old Merle Travis tune, 16 Tons. Some people say you gotta get a degree, and once you succeed you have to pay back the fee. Now I'm paying my fees out on my own. How am I ever gonna pay back my student loans? You go to 4 years of college, and what do you get? Crappy job and a mountain of debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I must stay. I owe my soul to Sally Mae. I borrowed for school so I could get smart. I studied my books and I did my part. I took a full load of English and biology. Then I got a job serving coffee and tea. You go to 4 years of college, and what do you get? A crappy job and a mountain of debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I must stay. I owe my soul to Sally Mae. The banker kept a-calling and he taunted and lied, but I couldn't pay no matter how much I tried. I owed so much, it felt like a joke. If I pay back my loans, I'll forever be broke. You go to 4 years of college, and what do you get? A crappy job and a mountain of debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I must stay. I owe my soul to Sally Mae. My dreams had suffered a crushing defeat, so I hitched a ride down to Occupy Wall Street. People were saying all over town, if none of us pays, we can take the banks down, or else it's 4 years of college, and what do you get? A crappy job and a mountain of debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I must stay. I owe my soul Sally Mae.
Bravo, bravo. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Isaac.
What a way to get started again. That was beautiful. Really appreciated that. And we'll look forward to working with you on our next project, which is Celebrating Community. And good luck to Occupy Wall Street.
Yeah.
Well, once again, welcome to Conversations. I'm delighted to have with me two of my colleagues here at ACTV, producers Cynthia Brubaker and Daisy Broudy. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have embarked on a new project. It's called Embracing, or no?
Celebrating.
Celebrating.
Embracing's
Okay.
good
Well, we
too.
are we are embracing the celebration of community. So,
Right.
and we just finished another show, so I'm allowed to make a few errors. Let's talk about how we got started, Daisy.
My guess is that you should be talking with Cynthia about this because I came in late on the project. But my understanding coming in late on the project was, being a newcomer to Amherst, I would find out everything about Amherst if I hung with you and Cynthia.
And you are.
And I am. I'm finding out a lot.
True.
Cynthia, how did we get started?
Well, as I remember, you and I were talking, it was about the time of Occupy Wall Street, and we were talking one day, and you said, you know, I've got to think about something that we can do locally. And you let that kind of ferment for a while, and then we got back together, and you had a wonderful idea about focusing on how we can celebrate what we have right here in this community, tie that in with immigration reform, with what we aren't addressing in our community, so we can make it even better. And we just kind of took off from there.
And a good way to begin was the new Survival Center in
Right.
Amherst. And
Yes.
it was exciting. We sort of cut our teeth by learning, just doing it. And we had a wonderful crew of staff people and folks who use the service. And that's going to come on air this week. So that's the beginning. You want to talk about the future?
Well, Daisy's kind of taken off from there. We did the Survival Center, and we had a wonderful time working with them. And then you all went right ahead and started working with the library.
Well, I picked up when Cynthia went off to do a magnitude of other things, League of Women Voters being one. And Isaac, you and I went into the library and started filming the parts to that library. And I think we probably could have filmed it for months, but that was project number 2. It is fantastic what goes on in that library. And I think if I think about myself as a camera new to it, that's what happened. Went into that library, I saw the staff, each one of them is an hour's program. But anyway, I got to see what it was like showing one of the best resources that Amherst has.
And you know, one of the things that we have encouraged as a result of starting this series is to suggest to the library folks that they have their own program.
They should
every once a
definitely
month.
have their own show.
So now I think we've given them some good reasons to bring the songs, the storytelling, and many other aspects of the library program to the community at large. And we'll soon, in the fall, be following the footsteps of Craig's Doors, the folks who have taken what was a minimum emergency setup for homeless into quite an interesting, expanded program.
Great.
And we'll be ready to do that in the fall so that the community at large will know that Craig's Doors will be open not only to homeless, but also women who are homeless with their own facility.
Great.
And the community is really rallying. I'm just delighted to know that Jerry Weiss and Desard and others have come forward to, and of course the people who started that, the community, the people in the community who worked so hard to get the town to get going on this.
I think it's wonderful to shine the spotlight on the things that we have to offer here in Amherst. It's a fabulous, wonderful community. And when I heard Ben Grosscup singing, it just kind of all tied it together. I'm very excited about this project.
Yeah, and you can understand why we picked that theme song, the first song that Ben sang. And I think there's nothing like music for the soul, because it circumvents whatever is going on at the moment. One or two of the future programs, we're going to focus on the expanded farmers market down across the street from Hastings. We'll probably move into that area in late June when all the vegetables are ready to be sold, so that Tina has already talked about running through the farm program here locally with Tina with recipes for each of the farmers.
Good.
To take their products and put together a recipe. She's great on that kind of stuff.
Good.
And also we'll learn more about how our community is able to sustain itself locally, and it's just wonderful that we have this special relationship between the Valley Farm community and the people of Amherst and vicinity. Another project, for 34 years now, the peace organization in town has had a vigil every Sunday at noon. I'm looking forward to going down there on a Sunday and interviewing what keeps them going, what gives them hope in a time of so much turmoil. And this will go on and on and on, because there are so many things, not only to celebrate, but to point to in terms of what still needs to be done. And I like to tell people that when you have a project that's going so well now, like the Amherst Survival Center, which took a lot of partnership, state money, federal money, local money, but the will and determination of the volunteers to make it happen. It's just another example that it not only takes a village, it takes people to make a village, but it takes a county, it takes a town, it takes a state, it takes a federal government to make that village a wholesome place to live in. And so that's what's ahead of us for embracing and celebrating.
And celebrating, including town meeting.
Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes,
As a matter of fact, and one of the next conversation programs, Harrison Gregg, who was just retired as moderator after 19 years, is going to come by the station, and we're going to do a series on town meeting and what makes it work. So that, and by the way, all of this stuff is archival. So the people who are in our programs now will be remembered for the contributions they've made along the way as this community continues to grow and hopefully flourish.
Great.
I think that's about it.
Okay,
it.
we'll be back.
So
We'll be back.
you can see it online, by the way. All of the shows are available online. It's amherstmedia.org, and look for Embracing Community.
Celebrating.
Celebrating.
I know.
You got embracing.
I like embracing, because I kind of feel that we're really embracing community.
Yeah, we are. We are.
We're not pushing stuff under the rug for things that still need to be done. But isn't democracy a work in progress?
Always. Always.
Well, that's it for now. Thanks to
Good,
my
thank
colleagues, and we'll see you on ACTV Channel 12. Good night.